What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we are checking out the Eachine EV800DM. It is a 5.8 gigahertz 40 channel auto searching box style FPV goggles with a built-in DVR, and it supports people who wear glasses. Has a nice smooth matte black finish, and also has a 3-way head strap, and it weighs in at just 345 grams. It's got two RX 5808 modules for true diversity function, and we are given what they are calling the clover leaf, get it? Antenna, which is a omnidirectional antenna, and a sting pad antenna, which is a directional flat panel antenna. It has a push button auto search feature, and there are two dual core chipsets, one responsible for display and another one responsible for recording. So it minimizes latency for FPV, and there's no drop frames in the recording. There's a built-in DVR that supports up to a 32 gigabyte micro SD card, class 10 or above, and here is the record button. Short press to take a photo and long press to take a video, and short press again to stop taking the video. Now, I don't see why we need a photo function, but it does have one. And it records in 720 by 576 pixel resolution. It has a manual focal length adjustment feature where the monitor slides back and forth of a distance of 20 millimeters. And once slid out, you can kind of finely adjust the focal distance. Now, I use reading glasses, and I had to use my reading glasses, and I needed all of the 20 millimeter additional distance to see things clearly. It has a 900 by 600 pixel resolution, 4 by 3 aspect ratio LCD screen. The viewing angle is 140 degrees horizontal and 120 degrees vertical, and the visible angle is 82 degrees. It supports glasses up to 140 millimeters in width and 40 millimeters in height. So on the top, we have the channel/band button. We have the power button. We got the SRC menu button. And on the bottom, we have the search button and the record button. We have the DC 5-volt input port. Now, you can also use a secondary battery, 2 to 3S battery, but you will need to find this type of barrel style connector, or you can use the charge cable and hook up a power bank type battery as well. And we have the built-in DVR, and we have the reset button inside of that tiny hole. You can use a needle or a toothpick to reset the device. And we have the headphone/audio video in port as well. Okay, so to power up the unit, hold the power button down for a couple of seconds, and it is powered on. I'm in the diversity mode, and it is on channel 5845. Now I can hit the right top button and change to RF mode B, and once again, hit it again, change to RF mode A. Each of those modes will have a different frequency, and hit it again to go into the audio video input mode. On the right corner, there's the battery life indicator, and we're back into the diversity. On the left corner, there's the RF signal strength, and it tells you what channel we are on. You can change the channels by hitting the channel button on the left. A single press will change the channels. And a long press of it will switch over to the band, and single press of it will change individual bands. We can also hit the search button to automatically search for the strongest RF signal. Long pressing the menu button on the top right will bring up the settings menu where you can change the brightness, contrast, color, sharpness. You can flip the rotation, change the volume, turn the OSD on and off, change language, and also check out the DVR. So going into the previously recorded videos by hitting the channel button, and hitting the channel button again flips through the content of your SD card, and hitting the record button will commence playback. The only thing is we are not able to fast forwind or fast rewind. I do, however, can stop the video or pause the video and also restart the video, or I can go ahead and stop the video completely, and once you hit the power button once again, you are back into the RF mode. Okay, so here we have the Eachine EV800DM DVR recording on the left and the Headplay SE goggles DVR recording on the right. And we are using the Emax Tiny Hawk S for this demonstration flight. Now the Headplay SE goggles DVR recording is stretched to a 16:9 aspect ratio, so it should look a little bit blurrier than the EV800DM DVR recording, which is slightly wider than a 4:3 aspect ratio. And it is looking like it is a little bit clearer on the left than the Headplay goggles recording on the right. Okay, so here's the EV800DM recording by itself. It is a pretty nice recording. They say we're not supposed to see any distortion at the edges of the corners and blurriness, and it is looking pretty good. Now here's the Headplay SE DVR recording by itself, and I've always used this DVR recording to show off my stuff. And here's the EV800, and here's the Headplay SE goggles once again, and side by side. So it is looking like the video on the left is clearer than the video on the right. So the EV800DM DVR recording does look clearer than the Headplay SE goggles, but it is not a 16:9 aspect ratio, and the Headplay SE goggles is a 16:9 aspect ratio. But it does look a lot clearer here as well. You can see finer details on the left, slightly blurrier on the right. Okay, so EV800DM recording all by itself, and check it out. It is snowing here in the high desert, a rare occasion. Very nice. Go outside and make some small snowman, throw some snowballs. Yeah, beautiful day in paradise, and that is why we are flying indoors today, coming for landing. So the DVR recording of the EV800DM is not bad. Pretty clear. Okay, so here we go once again. This time we still have the EV800DM recording on the left, but now we have the Fat Shark Dominator V3 DVR recording on the right, and we are now using the Diatone GTM5SX for the flight demonstration, which has a run cam FPV camera, and we are now also in the backyard. Now the snow has completely melted from the day before, and it is a beautiful day here in paradise. So looking at the two videos side by side, I can't really tell which is more clearer than the other. They are just about the same as far as I can tell. Now it could be that the EV800DM is slightly clearer, but it could just be the color saturation difference between the two. Now the Fat Shark, I think, has a more realistic color representation, whereas the EV800 has a more saturated look, but I kind of like that. It looks a bit nicer, more vivid, so I'm kind of leaning towards the EV800 as far as which one I prefer. So here is the EV800DM by itself. Looks pretty nice. Now the Fat Shark. And the Fat Shark looked nice too. Very realistic in color representation. EV800. Fat Shark. EV800. Fat Shark. So the EV800DM has a slightly wider display than the Fat Shark, which I kind of like also. So here it is again, side by side. So as far as the comfort is concerned, it is very comfortable since it has a three-way head strap and the face cushion feels perfect, but there is a huge light leak on the nose area, which is not really bothersome. That is where it is missing the cushion. So if there was a cushion padding around the nose area, it probably won't have any light leakage or just a minimum amount of light leakage. I'm also wearing my reading glasses at the moment, and I'm wearing the EV800 FPV goggles, and it is very comfortable. It is not squeezing my glasses or anything. It fits very nicely inside of it. So if you are in the market for some FPV goggles and you wear reading glasses or glasses, then this might be for you, and it is sub 100. I think it's around 70 or $80. And if you don't wear glasses, this EV800DM could be what you want since it has a pretty nice DVR recording, just a little bit saturated. So I'll stop here and call it a day for this video. Perhaps a distance test is in order for the next video with these EV800DM. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.